Hi, friends. Hello. Morning. How's it going? Hello. Hello, my children. Hey, Vlad. How's it going, Vlad? Hi. How are we all doing today? It's Wednesday, my dudes. It wasn't you this time, Ad. Shockingly. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Oh, did you guys hear my shoulder crack? That's probably not normal. That probably should not be happening. Ow. Playing COD with bones badly. Not gonna say anything about that, Kurt. Keep my mouth shut when it comes to that. I gotta now pay for a new AC unit, so yay. Oh, Chunky, no. Why is that shit? That shit always happens when it's like about to be like fucking like 90 degrees and like 110% humidity. So, I didn't show this off yesterday, but this is like a little relic I have. This is a Dragon Age memorabilia that I have. It's a dragon tooth that if you romance Bull, he gives it to you in the game, and I have it because Bull's my favorite character. Like great, yeah, it's supposed to be like a dragon tooth. Obviously, it's smaller than it probably should be, but in Travis Willingham? No, it's not Travis Willingham. It's Freddie Prinze Jr. That's who voices Iron Bull. Iron Bull. Dragon Age. Voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. Tomorrow's my day off work, so I'll be spending it troubleshooting the unit and finding a company to repair it. I'm sorry, Chunky, that sucks. I hope that it is an easy fix. My fingers are crossed for you. Anyway, we are playing, we're gonna have like a little cozy night. I'm not feeling very super talkative, so we're gonna have a cheeky little cozy night, where I'm probably gonna have to read a lot of this, so that kind of gonna fill the space. But we're gonna be playing Tavern Talk, which, if you guys remember, if you've been around long enough, we had played Coffee Talk, probably almost a year ago now. So this is sort of a game that was inspired by Coffee Talk, but it's a little bit more medieval. Hello, Alec. How are you? Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So I have like the little press kit open. So I'll tell you guys about the game. Tavern Talk is a 2D cozy visual novel in a high fantasy setting. Catchy dialogue, drink mixing, and a lot of P&P humor inspired by Coffee Talk, Monster Prom, and Dungeons and Dragons. Play the tavern owner, the most beloved NPC of every RPG ever made. Listen to stories of boasting glory and utter failure. Pick up rumors, gather quests, and assign them to the next best adventurer. Make sure they come back alive by mixing them the right potions. Uncover the truth about an old evil that threatens the land. Will you pull your strings and save the day? It sounds so fun. So if you guys don't know, I really enjoyed Coffee Talk when I played it. I haven't played the second one yet, but I really do want to. And Monster Prom is like one of my favorite game series. I think I've played all of them on stream so far. We're gonna get medieval on the talk and doing well. I'm good. I'm good. We just came back from the gym. I had my burgers. I had my dicks, which is the burger place. Ah, thanks, Kurt. Goodies for the coz. Coffee Talk 2 is so fucking... I think I'm gonna play that next. But this is the extended demo. I don't know if it was like the developer themselves, but I got an email like last week, like, hey, here's a little code for the extended demo if you want to play it on stream. Because I believe that this comes out, the game comes out on, I think, June 20th. I think the full game comes out on June 20th, maybe? kind of right after or during, I think, Steam Next Fest. But this is like right up my alley because I love it. I loved Coffee Talk, and I was looking for this was actually on my wish list. So it was really nice that like I got an email to like play the demo. I was like, oh, this is cool. We're gonna kind of jump right into it. Coffee Talk 2. I see. I want to play. I need to get that, but I also have like a bunch of other games on my to play list, and I really need to do. I really need to play them. And I'm really bad about finishing games recently, and I need to be better about it. Let's see. Let's work with our settings a little bit. Bring down the music just a touch. Fine, that's fine. English text, yeah, that's fine. Ability. We wanna? Can we move the? I'm a little blind, so we're gonna put the font up, even though I have my glasses on right now. And the second game is a little bit longer than. Oh, nice. See, I want to go back because I know that you can get like different. Can you get different endings with Coffee Talk, the first one? Because I've only played it through the one time. And I think that you can get different endings, and I want to play through and get a couple more endings before I move on to the second one at least. But I can do that the different endings off stream. I don't have to do that on stream. That's okay. This is like really cute. It's like a little a dungeon master DM screen. It's kind of a little guy. You get different endings depending on how accurate the drinks are. I think there's 3 endings in each one. Okay. I am she, her. Oh, this is beautiful. Listen, you know that I am all about like backgrounds and stuff and art, and like if art in a game is bad, I will refuse to play it. But this is beautiful. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, yes, all fine and dandy. Hi, Lady M. How are you? This is on my I know this is on my wish list as well. I'm very excited. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. I hope she's a druid. Hi, Sithy. Hope everyone is fine and dandy. We are. How are you, Sithy? Hi, Cookie. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. That's awkward. Oh. I didn't know that. So we know not to give Fable any sort of nuts in her drink. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut, just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all of that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is you're missing some spice? Oh, no, 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 no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help very much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Ah, oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. There's a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Yeah. Doing well. A storm took my good internet away. Oh my god, Lady M, you cannot catch a break. Jeez. I'm playing... What's Scald, Sithy? What is that? Tell me. Brilliant sauces is my new favorite description. Unless you want to watch her die slowly. Chilies would 100% help. Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Adding some zest to your soup. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater, or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. Hot air balloon? Won't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. Ah, I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things I've never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out of there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I'm not singing, guys. I'm just gonna put that out there now. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water? The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? So this is, this one reminds me very much of the regular that you have in Coffee Talk, the one with like the blue-green hair. I can't remember her name. I don't know. It's a new old school dungeon crawler top-down view. Oh, interesting. Joel would probably like that. Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swish strike, in case you forgot. Freya, yes, thank you, Ad. I knew you would remember. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, we're hydrating? We're hydrating with water? We are drinking. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Oh my god. We're gonna give Aaron a cheeky little shout out because they are my little baby. I fucking love Freya. Was a very interesting character. Yes, give me a tutorial, please. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Oh, look at all this. Ooh. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. 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 I love him. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. Make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. Okay. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for more varied results, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick with my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any reason, I can simply feed all my... Oh, Andu's my little garbage can. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You got this. Okay. So, book. Strike. Be a leaf on the wind with a swift strike. This must have for any dexterity-devoted adventurer, grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Oh, and a tasty drink. With an order this delicious, you'll exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. I know, he's so cute, isn't he? Okay. So I'm assuming... How do I pour? How do I... 2, 3. Up 3. Give a little brain. So we gotta give some brain. Oh shit. Andy, you drink that. You drink that. Oh, very good. We don't have to like give him the entire drink. Then we do some brain.
Hello, little baby. Hi. Hi, Raiders. You don't know me, I'm Myriad. I do a lot on this channel. Welcome on in. Hi, we do art, TTRPGs, and then variety gaming. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're in the middle. We just started Tavern Talk, which is, if you're familiar with Coffee Talk, it's kind of like an offshoot of that. It was inspired by Coffee Talk, Monster Prom, and Dungeons and Dragons. How was your stream, little baby? Hi, Tuna. Hi, Mortal. Hi, Cleep. Hello, babies. Swift Strike. Oh, we've done it. And then we have to ring the bell for a vortex. Oh my god. Wow. It actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Oh, this looks interesting. It is. I'm enjoying it. I love the art. Look at this little guy hopping around. I love him. I don't know what his name is, but I love him. The art's really beautiful as well. Thanks for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? You feel better, little baby? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? You actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Found the rogue. Oh wait, I haven't done my dot dot dots. Dot dot dot. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Dot dot. Right. What kind? Drinkable. This is my rogue voice, by the way. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? A charisma couldn't hurt. Sure. Whatever.
let's look at my, gonna look at my recipe. Okay. Spoken heart. Okay. Gonna draw the recipe.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna be a little goblin. I want his cape to use use the animation as hair. Hello, what did I come back to? It's Tavern Talk. I'm absolutely gonna be a goblin for him. Okay. Charisma? 1. 3. And we do a little bit of sword. Strength, I'm sure that is. Then we do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. Wow! Ding dong. Hey Kay, how's it going? Oh wait. Hold on. I've received a gift, everyone. Hold on. I have received a present. Crunchy. You like the crunch? I have a pickle. It's emotional support pickle. I always be around you to let you know that you're a big dill. Emotional support pickle. Life isn't always bread and butter, so this pickle is here to help you deal with all the life throws your way. Thank you, Ad. That's, yeah. I was warned that I was getting a present today. Deal with it. Hi, Anne. Can I have a shout out for Ant? This is gonna just sit. This is gonna sit on my desk. You get you. God, why'd you do that? Deal with it. Well, by the way, I told one of the other players in the campaign about you, and her words were, "Where do you find all these hot cyberpunk nerds?" The internet. Okay. Thank you, Ad, for the pickle. I shall treasure her. Oh, she has a pink bow, too, which is very cute. That's very me. That's very Myriad Core. Thanks. Thanks. Wait, hold on. Joel has a button. Joel has a nut button. And last playing Sea of Thieves. That doesn't sound... No, I don't think that you're a Sea of Thieves streamer. You're definitely like a variety streamer. Thanks. Oh my god, this looks like a nice little fruity drink that you'd get like on an island somewhere. A nut button. It's a button that just says nut. Like one of those ones that you press and it goes nut. I wish to not tell you any more about it, actually. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. ... And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Okay. Isn't that called a prostate? Stop it. Stop it, Amp. It's so sharp. I think I was thinking of the button that he pushed and got peanuts. I like to tentacle. He needs a name. Alright. The brooding type, I see. ... What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside of the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? Oh. I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Goodbye, Fable. I hope you adventure and you don't die on your adventures. What's going on here? Calamity. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. Humph. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care, or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no. No quests for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of werewolf making trouble up in Tergarin. Tregarin? Tregarin. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and then far south in Erave. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with the one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just splits society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you in, Keep? Why isn't this during Christmas? They'd be Christmas caroling. That's a good one. What are we, guys? Are we Team Werewolf or are we Team Vampire? Team Jacob, Team Edward. Choose wisely. Kurt, I already knew you were gonna say. Jinx, you'll be a soda calamity. Can we bleed both at the same time? You and your voice being faster than me. Vampire? Yes, Bones, what is your excellent news? Honestly, I think I love a vampire. Well, I think I'm gonna go werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? There's fine. Have you just been perusing AO3, waiting for it to happen? The guy from Underworld who is a mix, Team Furtis. I feel like vampires have more variety of powers than werewolves. Yeah, but like, werewolves though. No, she's been writing. Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? You'll never guess the is it NC-17? Is it mature? I can't remember the ratings on AO3. Come on, Bones. Explicit. Welp. We know what Bones is going to be doing for the next hour or so. You guys ever have,
Remember that time I said that I wasn't going to be yapping this stream? You guys ever get like your little tattoos start to get raised a little bit again? Every now and then, I think it's like the change of the seasons. My tattoos always start to raise a little bit. Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that the werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Like this one. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, the southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Care. Lynn? It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Carolyn. Or Lynn. Gotcha. Care. Alright, Chief. She said I. I, Chief. I, Chief. Got a neighbor's just in keep. Seeing performing a coup. She said I. Does this get thrown at someone's game? Hi, Storm. Just in keep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, in keep, then before I venture on, you've got the drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Something powerful. Southern Brawler. That's a whole lot of strength. Just in keep for now. Game's still on demo. They're working on it. Would honestly, yeah. We would be lying if we said otherwise. Bing, bing, bing. How do you like it, Care? A drink with 0 water, as requested. ... Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone and willing to listen. Humph. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly for philosophizing. Philosophizing. I said that right. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Alright, well then. Why is she getting mad? If you find any more rumors from me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Tutorial time! I was making a pun about hunting games because it's furry as fuck. I could use some help. Teach me how. The slugging dead. Is this like a prosthetic for someone's like leg, but it's a spatula? And I just hung it? Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. Oh, I missed whatever was said before. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the next best step I think that should be next best step. Would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. The hash slinging, the slash bringing, the mash shinging. The hash slinging slasher. I think the next best. I'm refusing to read it as it's written. The next best step would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select a quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Care. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you two. She's left. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Bukakin? Bukakin? Cocking these nuts. Bukakin Carolyn? Bukakin? I don't know how to pronounce that, and I can't even begin to think of how to. Bukaki? Carolyn told me about a werewolf was roaming around Traegerin, a potential threat to villagers. Oh. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist. Werewolf previously has seen. Okay, so that's like all three, correct? Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, what now, Aunt? I said what I said. I'm dying. Please send drugs. Didn't you like break your hand, Storm? Are you okay? Oh, Vuka. Yeah, not Bukaki. Although, I love the idea that you drew that. That's actually how I would draw it, too. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the wayfarers and reporting a werewolf making their way up from Traegerin to Traegerin from Erave. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Traegerin from the werewolf vampire? I automatically filled that in. Werewolf mayhem? No Vukaki, it'd be a bitch to get out of the fur. Oh my god. Undo. Yeah, that was a while ago. It's getting better. Parenting's an unending procession of new ways to experience pain. You doing okay, bud? Why is this stream so... That's just my brand. You guys like that ASMR? I did it just for you. Joel's nut button first, and now Bukaki. We're telling a beautiful story. That's what we do here. Artie doesn't like that. She's taking a quest? Oh no, not the werewolf one. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says the werewolf is terrorizing Traegerin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want a quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know Fable. ... And maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been thinking about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow,
I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. Food. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to anyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. Or slime. Bones. You sell bones? Are they little bones? A couple months ago, one of my son's Cub Scout friends convinced him that karate is fun, so his stepdad signed him up for classes, and the studio wrote us last week. They're offering parents of all their students 2 free months of adult lessons. So hell, I need some exercise because I haven't worked out in years, and now I'm recovering from squats and burpees. Don't sell me. I gotta keep the tavern open somehow. Only to slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. ... Why are you so anxious, Fable? ... In general? I think answering the question would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on the quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses. But it would make a good start for a song, right? Prelude of an epic fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start thinking more deeply about what that might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something that's making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might... Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats that they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mara Morgan incident? Or my first encounter with Amaranthian Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. There's a lot to unpack there. Did you know burpees can be fatal? I'm absolutely sure of it. There's been times where I simply have done a burpee, several burpees in fact, and then afterwards I lay on the floor and just wait for death to come to me. Thirsty for water. I'm actually kind of... Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. I'm curious about all... I'm literally hydrating as we speak. I'm curious about all of these incidents. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. Fable. Welcome on in. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. Seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety whenever I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? No! Weeping? Like a baby! All day long, when I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was! Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. Poor lady. Fable's no good, very bad day. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Oh, we can ask all about these. The Mayor Morgan incident? Yes, the Mayor Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia, word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Traegerin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? Oh, her little ears. Her little ears went, phoop. I felt their condescending glares at my back as I walked them through the woods. I can read, guys, I swear. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never gotten lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shire of Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in an adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quagman Grove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. I can relate to your bad. Is this like is it the wallet incident? Bad? Are you having flashbacks? Well, just the day after it arrived, to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it had fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra Gate has given me a riddle. A quest! Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I have tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step back foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back and apologized and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in a neat, mistakeless bow. Your mistakes are part of your story, Fable, no matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. I like you the same nonetheless. You do? Yes. I don't care much for Fable, the flawless hero. I don't think their stories would be very interesting. Fable, the messy adventurer with a heart of gold and endearing personality, on the other hand. Great.
Non-guy. Great non-guy. Might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, Inkeep. You're welcome. And because I like you so much, I'm going to keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. She's green like a zucchini, too. You'll have to find out then. Like, on a quest? For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? Guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? What if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny green hat wearing elf zucchini. That was a good one. That's the spirit. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do? Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. So do we want her to be able to, like, chop, chop the werewolf, or do we want her to riz the werewolf up? I don't want her to riz the werewolf. Yeah, I think we gotta go with riz. So I believe that is this one. Ding, ding, ding. Here you go. I give to you. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better, braver, but farming? No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tragoran, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. Little liquid courage? You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday, and how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption. I almost said consummation. Consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Oh, that was me saying that. Exactly. I thought it might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory.
We got up next. We got up next.
I hope Fable will be all right. She'll be fine. I want to make wrong drinks so I can feed it to feed Aunt. Yeah, right. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh. Rudy boy. ... You again.
Me again.
And who are you? ...
Someone who wants a drink.
What kind? ... Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific?
That Spoken Heart one tasted fine.
Thank you.
Wait, I think I can do this one by memory. I've done this one 3 times already. Very smart. Oh, no! Hold on, Andu. You sip that with that one. Come on. Bing bong.
Spoken Heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. ...
Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not.
Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Oh. We got 2 new ones. ... Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No, that felt wrong somehow. Could try the one where you just serve drinks quietly. I'm fresh out of that one. Sorry. Thought so. You're planning to try and peer into my backstory? Probably. Ugh. I'm warning you. I'm very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. Why are you ignoring me? Not ye. The innkeep. The innkeep is ignoring me? Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What's he doing? Yeah, what is that? What's going on there? What's he building in there? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you. Aye. Pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you 2 a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duque du Sang. I don't know if I said that right. Every time I play games like these, I can't help but give a different voice to every fucking game. Same. Which is what I'm doing right now. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Strength? Let's do this one. Here we go. Ding ding. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. ... It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser you'll let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frost Grip. Nice to meet... Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough like a mountain, or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. The frosted... I like Kyle, too. He seems pleasant. Frosted lagoon. Boop. This... and a little bit of that. Bing, bing, bing. There you go. A taste of Ur just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. ... I see you're many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about the ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dulvamere, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. ... This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills ye? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. I do like Kyle. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when the ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me! She said me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Beruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. I like these two. Oh, I like Kyle even more. Why is he crying? So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? That's phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut. Lord Strut in Peruvia.
Good night, Ad. Thanks for hanging out, man. And thanks for the pickle. Zero context. That's a statement. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I can't find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important the fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... What does she want? What does she want, Kyle? Spit it out, Leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her, the thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No! I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Pop off, Suko. Perhaps Innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men. Flamenco champion of 1467. That right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Lagoon. Dry recipe. I like all of the characters so far. I think. Kyle's the best, though. I like the thought of a vampire, who's probably hundreds of years old at this point, just named Kyle. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. Got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? I need to mess with this demo. This is great, right? I can't wait for the full game to come out. I'm interested to see what they're going to add to it. No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh. Oh, right, Innkeeper. You have a drink to protect me from the sun. Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin. I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia, likes to eat people for breakfast. I suddenly gave her a New York accent. Don't mind that. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten the delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh.
Dot dot dot. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem, I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Stay in, keep while we wait for someone to do his work for him. Do you perhaps have a room or two? If you had a chance to change your fate, would ya? Possibly a room without sunlight. One wants to know why to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. You might, maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. I'm really enjoying this game. Alright, according to Chimera's hatred of mice. Okay. We have the Chimera. Bit confused. Wanted okay. Oh. Oop. There we go. Quest. Until sunrise, deep in the quag mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? I drew the S on my papers too. Okay, vampire. Oop. Hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve a long-lost cape. But beware, she might be invisible. There we go. Feed the puppy. Oh my god, that's so fucking cute. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, there's like a little dragon! Bird? This makes me want to do like, I used to do a lot of like exterior drawings. This makes me want to go back to doing like exterior stuff. And also interior stuff, because this is really fun. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. So, innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Care. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? ... They may be very annoying, and they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them for some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died. No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she is confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest care. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. ... Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind their own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on half-crescent dreaming moon. Of the quest fable. Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tragoran right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wild fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally. Visually. A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? ... Just kidding. ... Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. ... Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a, "What?" So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you, a guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole in the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard it panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into a twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws, he looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear, that old... expletive. Hey, why can't I say that? Expletive. What the expletive? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Expletive. Ah. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping. I don't know what you just said. Hold on. Haven't seen the old man. Was coping about joking by it. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Feather. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he left, ran away, without a word, left us and Uncle Feather behind, worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought that he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was to get those problems as far away from everyone else. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. Christ. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would never have done that, of course. But they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Oh. So sweet. Thank you? I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Buzz wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out that Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him the best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so... He just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Vacacan things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something that they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep, too. ... But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. ... Maybe. How did it go? Fine. Meme. That's a lot from a lady. Hey. She got feelings. Fine, we'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Feather and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Yes, a hug did feel better than a greatsword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he can still barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn to live how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught us about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of expletive. Bye, creep. Have a good movie night. Thank you, baby. A little cheeky shout out. Another one. It's real. You're a crescent moose. ... Is this like an astrology thing? We introduced Mr. Dragon to them. Dragon. And they promised they would take him in and help him with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending. Rather, the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one? Exactly. I like that. ... So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they needed to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! Said something about it being for you and keep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Well... Dot, dot, dot. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Care? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make the usual. Strength never gets old. Boop. Southern Brawler. Oh, I just realized that the little potion bottle looks like a sword. I love that. Bing bong. Surprise! Dot, dot, dot. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I've had a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events. I can't wait to get more ingredients to, like, make stuff. Ding ding. There you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Dot, dot, dot. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Dot, dot, dot. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you goodbye. Wait, that leaf. Just... Are you heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first? Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Ah, you're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to have you second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world and you have a point. Blah, 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 blah. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Goodbye. Oh boy. Dot, dot, dot. Can I learn this man's name, please? Good evening to you, too. Oh. Okay. Quest taken. This quest wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. Seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. Jesus Christ. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Broody edgelord, my kind of hero. Really, Kurt? Oh, his name's Zephyr? Of course it is. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? Not. No, my legs. His parents are dead. They died in a fire. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest, go to the castle to get the cape.
I mean... ... Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? ... Yes? It seems... strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was? This guy doesn't know that we already know she's a vampire. Unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Would you guess she looks pretty dead below that? What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interesting. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? ... Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt, feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than the stealing a man's hat, not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. Consequences being you? Exactly. Definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from the shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? How about a joke? Joke? I don't do jokes. I don't do drinks, I'm afraid. How do explorers hide their treasure? How? By dragging them to a safe location. ... Alright, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks, and some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. I was finally able to unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from either a fey crystals or a frozen pine cone. Frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. Fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they turn you invisible, eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting.
So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore?
I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous in my want to stake her in the heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do.
Strength, I can do.
Some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape back from right over her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could come with staying unseen should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with decision and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it?
We'll do a agility potion. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding infusions first, adjust the drink from there. Give it a try. Strike.
There we go. I just had to place it like be it. Speed up.
The infusion first.
Drink that bandu.
Oh. Okay. Come on. 4. There we go. Interesting. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear.
Garlic breath?
Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it?
You don't ask for permission before you steal something, Innkeep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade.
I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath?
Ah. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire.
You don't find garlic scary?
No, only the absence of it.
That makes 2 of us.
Hopefully this newt will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. If she can't see me, goodbye, Innkeep. I would say, pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate.
Garlic is great with all. It's true. Lady M, I feel like you're the type of person that I am, where I'm like, there's never such thing as like too much garlic. Where it's like, oh, how much garlic do you want? And I'm like, yes. My answer is yes.
Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance.
Vengeance makes for an early grave.
Or for a good story. Farewell.
By Zephyr. ... Or for a bitter end. Oh, hey, Kier. Oh. My god, she's got a really long braid in the back. I'm taking this quiz and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? Hi, Ordo. Sleep. How was it? Ah. Fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. So many. Oh, my ... See, I did this while playing Coffee Talk, wherever there was a ... I said ... so I feel like I just have to like keep up the ... you know what I mean? We have a thing. We have a bit here. No, your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me and keep me up too. Something strong. I feel like I just been making this for her. No? Bong. Here you go. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink to Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. ... Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. Dot, dot. I see it as my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I am getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it makes me feel like my bones are disintegrating. Get that. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could be taken... It could by taking Elfie along. I can read, guys, I swear. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So that slave is for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not the real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Thing you ain't the priest. You do a piss-poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous? Ain't that either. Then what is it? ... Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered the Guardian before, and I've always sort of wanted to... Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you, then. It is. What's it about Guardians? It's less about the Guardian, more about what created it. And maybe a little about the Chimera. It's got the dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? I wish I had a drink that explosive. I've had, like, drinks that, like, are on fire before. You know, like those, like, pokey drinks that they do, like, at, I think they do them at, like, Japanese restaurants, like hibachi places where they, like, set them on fire. Like, wow. Crazy. They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claims she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she... Passed? Left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one time. Your family has a leaving problem. ... That drink is on fire! Have you like a full-on fireball? I've had fireball. I don't know why I did. I barely survived my 20s. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern in all of her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell that story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So you like dragons? I do. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting, very magical. They are. Fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't the priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Expletive! Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anyone. A little self-reliance don't either. ... If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Care? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hearty for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I'd need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of a phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies or you go heavy with the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. Welcome back, Calamity. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna put a pepper in. You're still carrying the conversation. We're gonna do that. I think we want to go... I think we're gonna go Frosted Lagoon. Heavy on the defense, she said? So we'll do that. Put this in. And we'll put here. Bing bong. Figured it out. ... Thanks. Feeling tougher already and dangerously close to catching my fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? ... Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear for your exploits upon your return. ... Goodbye. Ah! Undo.
Just a little guy.
I love the art so much. And Kara was never heard from again. You guys ever... Oh. Wait, I'm in love. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, I love her. This is my druid. This is the druid I've been waiting for. She got a parakeet. She got two. There's two. They're right here. I love them. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah, the bird seems to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know.
They do, indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. No burps on the counter. This is my establishment. I'm allowed to fucking dictate whether or not the burps are on the counter, and the burps are allowed on the counter. I got a burp right over here. What the fuck's he doing? That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from the weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. I think just a frosted. Fun. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech, Mag-A-Zine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. You're so right. So true, bestie. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. ... Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those will be nice muses too. Bet I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. Is that this one? I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I want to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late for your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. Oh, here's Fable. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest in the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors echoes and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished the little gif. Fucking too early. Or rather, that Kaelin was talking about. You know, the little keepsake for my time with the werewolves? Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh. What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it, while the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections. I imagined it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Cute. It does look a bit like a Little Dipper. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows, maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? That. Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up right now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? ... I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it down. I'll write it all down for you. That's great, thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Swift streak.
I'm excited to see what other, like, recipes that you get to, like, make in this game once the full version comes out. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. I like that he, like, calls you, like, a tasty creature. A silly snack. Except during games of hide-and-seek. I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. Perhaps it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose such a youngling of an inn. Not that young. The wood isn't even rotten yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame! Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Oh, I'm fine. Sturdy. Bing, bing. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Bane. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly.
Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous! Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to ask to take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire in my hand and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. Is it? Yes. Right! I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Ray anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time, very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone, but he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It isn't my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you! Me? He asked me about you. ... Me? Yes, he said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. ... Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? ... No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must have been an old childhood friend. Maybe you went off to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. ... Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning, and of change. Yearning. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal of change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe its promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hates vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. We love Kyle. Oh, how sweet of you, as sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. ... That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me he would like to see you again. He said, what was it?
Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter delivered to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling on the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. Oh. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. I love Kyle so fucking much. ... Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Oh. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. Not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Ooh. You have a new drink. Honey Breeze. That way whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh. Hello. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started the whole brawl? Ah, no clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all, although... I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. I found it in one of my jobs and didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. ... Your tavern seems to be getting on in its years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Aw, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... spark? Ish. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you? Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. But she wanted a fiery drink. Right? Wish I see. Would assume it's swiftness, but fiery. Whatever. We'll do it. I like this little brain one too. Let's strike. Here you go. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in the years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Say Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm, not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna, and snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I heard about some unrest in Zoford for one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge, though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about the archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. Not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent events. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Oh. Shooting stars? It's more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses? I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Defense. So many beautiful ladies. Here you go. Please, enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left across the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it's just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia helped me. Cassiopeia helped me. What, do you know something I don't know? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Elithia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the Gilded Sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Elithia. ... Now, trust me when I tell you this was more than just an average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know that stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and come visit her to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so beautiful. It's an ocean of glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. ...
Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on the back of your neck, and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Innkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Look at this fucking turtle, dude. Does he have a fucking septum ring? What's going on there? The turtle's hardcore. Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. The turtle is cooler than me, I know. Look at him, he's got a little smiley face. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. ... Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time. People like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. ... Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. ... Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Fucking paladins, dude. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and if they just get paid without working, I wouldn't say they aren't working. Then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things? Huh, wishful thinking. What the fuck? Hey, yo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but what... What way do I look like an adventurer? I don't like this guy. That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Why does he literally look like that, mortal? Hit me, and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade. You? Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm. Coming right up. We're gonna fucking freeball this. You know what we're doing? We are masters of our craft. Even the turtle didn't like this guy. Turtle's like, what the fuck is going on with this man? No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great. Amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? ... Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who? Me?
Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! What are his hands doing? Why does he have cat hands? What's going on here? It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing... TBH. He didn't say to be honest, he said TBH. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh, what the fuck? Theft, identity fraud, expletive, all goodies with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through the game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding, if you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not, what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Nico? This and that, you know? Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by the giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts, I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Foxy! Welcome on in! Hello, Raiders. We are playing through the demo for Tavern Talk. Which, if you are familiar with the game Coffee Talk, is very similar to Coffee Talk, but just D&D. Did someone say chaos? This guy. Ah, welcome on in! Hey, welcome on in, Kit Kat. Welcome on in. We got 2 raids back to back. Hi guys, we're playing Tavern double raid. We're playing some Tavern Talk. How did you like it? How are you liking it? And how is Fallout 76, Foxy? Hi guys, if you don't know me, I'm Myriad. We do a lot on this channel. We do a myriad of things on this channel. We do art, variety gaming, as well as TTRPG content. And right now we are playing through the extended demo for Tavern Talk, which is, oh my fucking, a triple raid. Holy shit. Hello, fucking Myth. Hi guys. Welcome on in. How was your game? Hello, how's Sarah? Hi, I'm Myriad. We're doing fucking running it back, baby. Hi, I'm Myriad. We do a lot on this channel. We do a myriad of things. Art, variety gaming, and TTRPG content. Hi, all of the raids. Just finished the demo. I love the drink mixing in this game. I'm loving the characters. Kyle is my favorite character so far. Hello, welcome on in. Hi, Ian. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Jeremy. I think you guys might be getting hit with an ad. I'm very sorry about that. Hello, Carts. How's it going? Hi, Varl. Hi, Raven. Welcome in, Jive. Tavern Talk. I'm so looking forward to them releasing the full game. I'm really liking this. I'm really loving the demo. I can't wait to see what they do with the full game. Hi, Bashman. Let me see if I've missed anyone. I want to make sure I say hi to everyone. I'm sorry. Yeah, we've done a myriad of things. We do a myriad of things here. Yeah. Welcome. I think we're kind of approaching the end of the demo, to be honest, so I'm not sure, but thank you for that follow as well. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and boom. Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ah, me neither. What if no one fixes it? I have to go feed Raindrop. So what? Then it stays broken. The tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Need to get my hands dirty. Ditto. I'm fucking fascinated by this turtle. And the bird. And whatever this thing is. Isn't that a bit bleak? One might say it's a bleak season. Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Ugh, no way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. ... I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Ereve. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them, you know? Farmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, full-on robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh? Why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Okay, wait, I kind of like this guy. Gotta wish this game. I'm so looking forward to the cat person in the trail. Oh my god, yeah. There hasn't been a character I haven't liked yet. They're all just so funny. I think this guy is my favorite, though. Kyle's a close second. Checks out. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible, tattered wings, tainting of the gilded sea, and dark shades of misery. Leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I've read that somewhere before. I'm doing good, Bash. How are you doing? You got that bounce you like. He does. His leg is bouncing. He's wiggling. Oh my god, he's wiggling. Generally, we're gushing about personalities. How much I'm really loving the how different the character designs are. I like that you can kind of tell if you're familiar with D&D. You can kind of tell what each person is sort of either race and class, what they're based off of. He's so excited about his cup of tea. They look like softcore version of Hades art style, and yes, it does remind me of the Hades art style, especially this black highlight. This guy not the black highlight, the shadows and the coloring is very Hades reminiscent to me. I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford, though the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. You also read that from the tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy is real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. Hey, if you guys don't know, we're making a divination wizard on Tuesdays during our art time. We're designing a divination wizard, so if you want to tune into art time on Tuesdays. Yeah, the deep shadows. The tea leaf said, the wings shall be torn apart of the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. The wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But if it fits with what I heard in Zoford, it happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea, I thought he was just babbling. Ah, with everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all of this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and they aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Don't leave me alone with this guy. Now it's just you and me and Keepa and T and Nico. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors to make quests. I get it. That sounds like a blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's a good thing we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone. Even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. How's he sitting like that? Don't need any inkeep. Goodbye. Oh, it's the end of the demo. Damn it. No! Oh, damn it. I was really enjoying that. Dang. Well, guys, we've reached the end. I am very much looking forward to the rest of that. I'm very sad that was the end. Character design, A+. Story, A+. Just, like, the vibes. So good. Must grind for hydration next time I see you. Thank you so much, Jive. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging out. It's so good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the game. I want it. I want it now. Maybe I should just go play Coffee Talk to like get my fix. Anyway, I think that we're gonna go raid over into. Looks like Tommy's on. I think we'll go raid into Tommy Dime. He's doing some music right now, I think. I played Scald for 4.5 hours and I just got it tonight. Oh, buddy. What do we got coming up the rest of the week? Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be back here on this channel with Pink Moon, which is a D&D 5e miniseries that we have. It is a prismatic noir that is published by Possum Punks over on Itch. If you at all feel the need to support some indie creators, feel free to go and hop over to their Itch page. The little module is just so amazing. The art's amazing. The writing is amazing. We've been having such a blast running it. And then we will be back on this channel on Sunday for some Stardew Sunday with Little Bones. That's going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Yes, Bones looks very hot without her eyebrows. It's very alluring. She looks like Mia Goth. I'm very into it. Everyone looks great, even Bleak with the glasses. But yeah, make sure to come hang out and check us out tomorrow for some Pink Moon and then Sunday for some Stardew. We will be back next Saturday with Season 4 premiere of All We've Lost, which is my D&D 5e homebrew campaign. We're starting Volume 4 up, which means we only have 2 more seasons left. And I need to write for that. So that's what we're gonna be doing this weekend. Anyway, stick around for the raid. We're gonna raid into Tommy. Thank you so much to Bones, to Foxy, to Kit Kat, and Folk and Myth for the raids, especially the back-to-back raids. That was crazy. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follows and the biddies. Thank you guys so much. I will hopefully see you guys later. Everyone say goodbye now. Bye.